Good morning, I'm Kyle with ABZ Rental. Today we're going to be taking a look at a little Beaver one-man postal auger. I'm going to start off by kind of walking around the machine, looking at it, a little bit of specs on it, and then we'll go through implementation and how to hook it up. The little Beavers run a GX 240 motor, which is an 8 horsepower Honda four-stroke motor, so straight gasoline. Very easy to start. The great thing about these is they take off all of your actual centrifugal torque while using them. So all you have is mass gravitational, just up and down of actually holding the bit, which once you get the bit on the ground, really you're not holding it up, you're allowing the weight of the machine to be pressing down on the ground to do the drilling. So they're really easy to use. They're great for fence lines that you're putting in on flat ground and whatnot, that you're just running a long straight line. If you're in a hilly environment, that kind of thing, this isn't really the best option. If you're loading it and unloading it frequently from the back of a UTV or a pickup truck, doing campaigning signs or something like that, there's better options than this. So we're gonna go through the actual setup of it now. First thing that you need to do is lift off your handle assembly here and straighten it all the way out. As you've seen, I've already placed our stabilizer bar roughly in place. You want to run that out. First, you're going to run it on the top assembly here by just sliding it into place like so. Then we're going to turn around and come back to the actual machine. And we're going to slide that back on, straighten it up. And it's honestly best if you just kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle and it's going to lock right into place. You have a push button here for removal. Your dead man switch is right there on it, which lets you know that you have a bar in place and keeps it from running without said bar in place. Coming down to your hand assembly, if you turn it right over on its side, your bit can go in very similar to your stabilizer bar. It has a push button right here on it. You're just going to line that push button up with one of the two holes, slide it in, and make sure it clicks all the way into place, just like that. To start this machine, we have the standard GX Honda motor on the back side. We do have an additional on-off switch up here for the operator. Coming back through, as I said before, we had a 4-stroke motor. It is straight gasoline. Here at ABZ Rental, everything goes out full of fuel. You do not have to pay for gasoline, so bring it back empty, that's just fine. Your secondary Honda on-off switch right here. Your manual choke here for cold start. And your fuel shut off at the bottom, you want that to the right, as the on switch here indicates with an arrow. To start, give it a nice light gentle pull. We're going to go ahead and slowly start to shut that choke off. Now on these, with it having a centrifugal clutch, you really want to allow the machine to warm up for about a minute before you start putting it under any type of force. I'm going to go nice and light and gentle on it so you can see. Straighten the machine up, make sure you take a good angle. Look at it so that you're drilling in both planes in a good 90 degree. You don't want to kick off to the side like this or lean back like this. Your hole's going to end up being crooked and your fence is going to be offset because of it. So get it up nice and straight. Bring the guard right over to your stomach. One hand goes here, one hand goes here in your throttle. To engage your throttle, squeeze in on it, and your bit's gonna start. When using it, make sure you keep it at high throttle the whole time when you're going. Don't feather it lighter, or you're gonna take a chance of tearing up your centrifugal clutch on it. When using the drill, what you wanna do is go ahead and get started by, let me show you, by taking this bit off. It's gonna be a little bit easier to see. So imagine the bit's still in place. When starting with it, go full throttle, work it down. Make sure you're using your knees, not your back, so you don't get hurt. You want to work down, let's say 3 inches, then come up so the dirt can clear while keeping your hand on the throttle so it clears the dirt to all the sides. Then go down to 6 inches, clear. 9 inches, clear, and continue on all the way down to the depth that you're looking to reach. If you don't do it that way and you drill it straight down in one pass, it's going to be like a corkscrew in the top of a wine bottle. That screw is going to go right into the ground. It's not going to irrigate out any of your dirt, and the bit's going to be stuck because these machines were single directional. If that does happen by some chance, the only way to really get it out is going to be to put a pipe wrench on it and reverse the spin. So go counterclockwise and go ahead and turn that out. It's very difficult to do, so it's really important to remember that one step and take your time on that. Secondary thing, when in transport of this machine, when your drive shaft is out or in the back folded position, you really want to be careful that you don't booger this up by running it into anything. These flexible drive shafts run very, very fast. So having this in the vehicle, if it shifts in transit and this smashes into the back of the tailgate or something like that, what it's going to do is actually cause a flattening burr on the inside. That shaft that's spinning around inside now is going to pick up extra static friction from that point where it's rubbing at more, creating heat. Eventually that drive shaft's going to catch fire and it's going to be trash. It may not flame up, but it's going to melt down, it's going to tear apart. So you want to really make sure that as you're moving it, take care of that flexible drive shaft and don't let it ram into things. We appreciate you joining us today at ABZ Rental. Have a great day.